Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. It's brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and the Belly Up Sports Network. Today, we have what to do with number 9. So we're going to get into that real quick. But first, I'm going to bring in my co-host, my one co-host. I have 2 now. I keep doing that because it's habit. But I'm going to bring in the main man, Curt Steele.
What up, though? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Join the family. We don't got fans. We don't got viewers. We got family. And it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And we got your comment cards. We got news and rumors, all of that. But first, I see my man Mike Jones down there at the bottom of the screen.
Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones. What's going on, Lions fans?
Hey, let's get this thing started
right now.
Let go.
You heard him. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here to discuss what to do with number 9. That's a big topic in Detroit, so here we go.
Hey, number 9. Curt Steele, this is my topic. I picked this today. What to do with the number 9 in Detroit. Now, we know Calvin Johnson's 81 has not been used since he retired. You know, Barry Sanders, number 20 will not be used. Now, we know we have a couple of number 20s. Leon Barney, Barry Sanders, Billy Sims, 3 guys using that. TJ Hawkinson is actually using number 88. But I think the Lions should, this in my opinion, retire number 9. Don't think it should be used. Once Matthew Stafford's gone, he's out of the building. Once the trade is official, I think the Lions should retire to number 9. He comes back one-day retirement with the Lions, you know, when he's done playing in a few years and retire to number 9. The guy holds every Lions passing record. Every one of them.
Yeah, when he's done in 10 years. Well,
yeah. I just think that I think he, not only what he's done on the field, what he's done in the community, off the field, I believe that, just in my opinion, you know, besides winning the championship, he's done everything in Detroit to have his number retired. You know, and we have plenty of Lions that's numbers are retired, but haven't won a championship. So
yes,
I believe that his annals and where he is in the Lions record books, it just makes sense. If you go ahead, put 9 in the rafters, shut it down, and I don't think anyone else should be wearing.
You're talking about the
9
number of the player in the rafters.
Yes, the number 9. Yeah, the number 9. Matthew Stafford.
It's a big difference.
Matthew Stafford's jersey number should not be used by anyone else in Detroit.
Now, I got a different take on this, to be honest. I think that like TJ Hawkinson took 88 from the great Charlie Sanders. And I think that if there's a quarterback or a quarterback later that we feel could take that role, it could be an ambassador type thing, the same way that TJ took the number 88. When you retire numbers over a long period of time, pretty soon you start running out of numbers. So coming up with a new way to deal with that was very innovative by the Lions. And I think that that is a possibility with the number 9, not to disrespect the number, but to honor it going forward.
Right,
what do you think about this, Mike?
Man, I think until Megatron's number officially gets retired, you can't retire a guy who's still playing, and then you have a guy in the Hall of Fame, his number isn't retired.
That's a good point.
So until that process happens, I don't think we can even discuss retiring Stafford's number. Maybe we can avoid certain people wearing it, and then maybe when that one guy that we believe, like, oh man, he's worthy, comes along, we can give it to him, but we definitely cannot retire his jersey until Megatron gets retired.
Yeah, so. I'm not saying retire it. I just said don't use it. And then once Matthew Stafford retires from the league, then you retire it. Because of and I get what you guys are saying. Like, I don't want a punter coming around getting number 9 or some kind of kicker, you know what I'm saying, getting number 9.
Well, isn't number 3 and 4 retired? Like, isn't Jason Hansen's and Eddie Murray's?
I don't.
No, Joey Harrington was number 3, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Joey
was
Heron was number
You're
3.
right about that.
And then now
I
Jack Fox is
wondered.
Foxy is number 3.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fox
Well,
is
that's
number
why I
3.
asked, because I
Yeah,
think
Eddie Murray
four...
did. They didn't retire his number. Yeah, and Chase Daniel was number 4. Jason Hansen.
Oh yeah, wow,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't they didn't respect that number.
You know what though,
sure.
and to be honest, I don't know many kickers that have their numbers retired. So I'm not saying that they're not worthy, but I'm just saying in the annals of Detroit Lions history, yeah, I think that they can be considered. But again, you run the risk of people retiring, because actually, if you know the story, Stafford only wore 9 because his favorite number in Detroit annals is retired. He wears number 7. But he's going to a team where number 7 is retired over there too. So he's
right,
not going to be wearing number 7.
He probably wear number
LA.
9. That's been his.
He probably
NFL
wear number 9.
so.
I just think where he is in his career, I just think he's known for number 9, and throughout the NFL. But just like Megatron's number 81 is not being used right now until I think it'll be officially retired once he comes back to the team.
It has to be.
If that's hopefully that's a possibility real soon when he goes into the Hall of Fame, that they retire the number 81. Actually, the Lions, to be honest with you, I wish that this thing could have been fixed with Megatron on that point, where he could have got his blue jacket before he got his gold jacket. And his Honolulu blue jacket puts him in the Ring of Honor in Ford Field, and that should have happened before. But of course, we know with the with the money grab back from the Lions, the snatch back, prevented that. But but I like the fact that this is just me. And trust me, I own a ton of Stafford jerseys, not just this blue one. I swear I have about 4 or 5 of them.
Wow.
What size you wear, Kurt? What size you wear?
2X in jersey. So I got plenty of them. I got plenty of Matthew Stafford jerseys to go around. But I just think that what he's done in Detroit, the numbers he's put up, breaking every franchise record, he has been undoubtedly, besides Bobby Lane, the best quarterback in Lions history.
Even Bobby Lane. I actually think he's probably had better numbers. I think he's broken just about every record. And we're going to hear this from the fans out there. Oh, we got rid of Stafford. Move on. You know what? We do celebrate Barry Sanders. We do celebrate Calvin Johnson, and we are allowed to celebrate Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
I know that's all fresh in everybody's mind, but he's the best quarterback we've had in a long time.
I agree. But one thing that we can't do is we can't overwish for the success of Stafford, because then that ultimately means a decrease in the draft pick that we get. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind while everybody is like, come on, Stafford, because realistically you're being like, we don't really care what first pick we get in the draft. That's like, we don't care if we get picked 30.
Well,
I do. I care.
I understand what you're saying. Right? But I will always go back to this quote from Ricky Bobby from the movie.
Don't
put that evil on me. Somebody gonna put that evil on Matthew Stafford to say he gonna want him to lose something.
Here's what
that evil on him.
I didn't say I didn't want him to lose. I just don't want him to overly do good.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think I want to wait and see, because this is going to answer a lot of questions for me. Like, is it Stafford? Is it the team? Is the team built around Stafford and Goff? You got one quarterback that I don't think is as good in Goff. You got another quarterback that I think is a lot better than what people have seen because of the team around him. So is it the team around him, or is it the quarterback? We are going to find out this upcoming season.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are.
And it's going to be interesting.
Yes,
when the Honolulu Blue hits SoFi Stadium and the Lions are playing the Rams out there. And I'll put it like this. Now, I'm not wishing this to happen, but I'm kind of foreseeing it. Man, Stafford may put up 500 yards on the Lions. Man, Stafford may put up. He gonna have a point to prove when he plays Detroit. He is.
No point to prove for sure. But I'm gonna try to put. I've been trying to put up 500 for a while now, but I really do like the way we've established our coaching staff, our front office, and we've got one free agent. We have not had the draft. We haven't had nothing. We haven't had but the Stafford trade. That's it. We have no idea what this team is going to be at this point. We don't believe they're going to be that competitive, but we don't know until the product's on the field. So we still hold out hope at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was just saying, man. I mean, I'm not wishing that Matthew Stafford does that, because I'm not putting that even on the Lions defense either. But that boy will have a point to prove when he plays the Lions in SoFi Stadium.
But the thing is, man, is if Matt Stafford, with the receivers that he has out there, I don't know if they meet his skill set, because he don't really have no dominant receiver out there. He got a kind of bunch of number 2s and 3s, and Matt Stafford does better when he has high point ball catchers. There's really not any high point ball catchers in that.
But do you think those receivers create more separation than ours did?
You said what?
Do you think those receivers have better separation skills than our wide receivers?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And do you think their offensive line is better than ours?
Yes. Oh hell yeah. Hell, I mean, excuse my language. Yes. Yes.
Big Mike getting into it today.
Yeah. But I just think, when Stafford, when he does that, I'm gonna throw it up here or I'm gonna sidearm here. I just don't know if they have that contested ball catch thing. I think it's gonna take a while for them to get Matt Stafford, because you get Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay and some of those guys, they're used to Matt. They know Stafford's gonna try to fit it in this window. Maybe they're not used to it because Jared Goff, they're like, if Jared Goff don't see a bigger window, Goff don't do it.
He doesn't have to throw it into a tight window if these guys are getting separation. He had to in Detroit because our players couldn't get any separation whatsoever.
True.
He had to put it on a dime because that's the receiving core here. I don't think that's going to be the case over there. So I think that plays to his strengths a little better.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. But I think that deep pass is going to be on display.
Man, he's going to be slinging that thing all around. He's not used to having people wide open, so he's going to be slinging that thing.
He's not used to that.
He's going to be slinging that football all over the field.
Even Calvin Johnson, he could throw it up through 3 people and let Calvin go get it. Kenny Galladay did a similar thing. Marvin Jones doesn't get a lot of separation, but sometimes he does. He hasn't really had the receiver except for Marvin Hall. And look what happened with Marvin Hall.
Yeah, true.
It seemed like every time he was out there, he was scoring a touchdown or getting a big play because he could get separation.
I think he had like a 20. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Wall of Fame real quick. And we have our gold members to get to enjoy that question and answers session today with us at 1:00. Those members are Dr. Detroit, Gridiron, Blitz, Randy Prince. They'll be the ones that are going to be able to be into that today. Our silver members, Nomish J. And we have our bronze members, Midwest, Lion, Detroit, Drew, Bubba Bo, and Art Allen. And we really appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to get in on that today, hit the join now button and go for the gold. Just go for the gold today and become a gold member. And then you will have access to that question and answer chat that we're going to have today at 1 p.m. So it's a really exciting time to be able to do that for the people. I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be a great time. What do you think about it, Curt?
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to that, man. It's going to be fun. We're going to just hear some one-to-one questions from the family, and it's going to be a good time.
We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. All right, guys, what are we going to next? We're going to the Detroit Lions news and rumors. Let's see what you got, Curt.
All right. So Frank Ragnow's 5th-year option increases due to his excellent play in his Pro Bowl nod. So due to his Pro Bowl nod, Ragnow will be due an increase for his 5th-year option in salary if a long-term deal is not reached. Ragnow's option is now $12 million instead of $10 million.
So his options for next year, right?
That's his 5th-year option. Now we know that's coming up in that first week of May, where the teams have that up to that deadline to really do the 5th-year option. So the Lions have some time to get him signed to a long-term deal. But if they do the option, it's going to be right around $2 million more because of his excellent play and his Pro Bowl nod. So And he's deserving of that, you know. So if they don't sign him to a extension or a long-term deal here coming up, they gonna owe him a little extra cheddar just because of the fact he's played so well.
I don't envy Brad Holmes right now. He's got free agency coming up. He's got the he had to make a decision on the tags, which I think he made the right decision. And he's got the draft coming up. He's got free agency. He's got and then he's got the Ragnow 5th-year option. I'll tell you what, it's going to be difficult, but I think they need to negotiate that long-term deal with Frank Ragnow.
Get
they need to get that settled now. Okay, we need him.
He is the best offensive lineman we have, and
in the North.
Get him under contract now.
Yeah,
I think he's the best in the North, even better than Bakhtiari in Green Bay.
League is what.
Yeah, he's one of the top centers in the league. He's rated as far as PFF and everything. He's one of the top centers in the league. So
yes.
So the 2021 NFL compensatory picks went the way the Lions usually get them. They haven't got any picks. Again, Green Bay gets 3. Still wondering how Green Bay gets compensatory picks when they don't seem to lose anything, but okay, whatever. It seems fair. I understand there is a method to it, and everybody's going to hate on me because I keep saying it, but Chicago got a couple picks, and so did Green Bay, Detroit. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, Detroit the amount of talent that left compared to the talent they came in. We had very low talent going out and better talent coming in. We didn't get the compensatory picks.
Honestly, they have to reevaluate what they consider.
The last time that the Lions got a compensatory pick was when the Ndamukong Suh and those guys left. They got a third rounder. I think
we missed out on 165 picks.
Yeah, 165 straight.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man.
The last time we had a compensatory pick, you know what? And you know who we picked, right? Graham Glasgow was our last compensatory pick.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what's bad? This is the problem with this though, because I don't see Green Bay getting any weaker. So how in the world do we continue to get weaker? I know we're mismanaged. I can tell you that. I know we had Patricia and all them who brought in talent. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But it is kind of ridiculous that the last time I got a compensatory pick was Sue.
Seriously? 2016.
Well, you know what? Because I think it's because Green Bay drafts, like they rarely pick up free agents, big name free agents. And I think when those free agents leave, when those guys become free agents and they leave, and then they just go to the draft and draft players, I think that's what they're getting it for.
Yeah,
so,
the homegrown talent that they have is better. Even though they keep the homegrown talent and let some of them go. So
who else gets a lot of those picks? New England.
That? Yeah,
because they do the same thing.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of big free agent signings in New England as well.
Because they draft best player available. They always have, and it works. It doesn't work here, obviously.
And they get their bigger names through trades than they do free agency. Like they'll trade for a guy like Stephon Gilmore. They traded for him. They didn't pick him up in free agency. They traded for him, and they just got their lineman back. Was that Trent Brown? Just went back to New England via trade. Yep. They traded him away, and then they just traded back for him.
They are so smart with their front office, the way they do things, and they know how to manipulate the rules and even break them. They cheat like crazy. Green Bay.
Too bad those guys couldn't get that crap right in Detroit, but whatever.
Well, we got a new regime. Let's see how they do. Maybe we'll get something for Galladay next year if we don't go ahead and get this talent that we get.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't be messing me up. So, okay, this comes from the Lions Wire. It says the details of Jamie Collins' contract are revealed. So Collins agreed to restructure his 3-year, $30 million contract with the Lions after one season to help Detroit's stressed cap situation. Collins converted $7.925 million of his 2021 salary and bonuses into straight bonus. Wow. It says the maneuver clears $6.34 million of cap space in 2021 for the Lions to help avoid swallowing a bigger poison pill. The Lions added 3 voidable seasons to the end of his contract. Wow, that right there. Jamie Collins is a team player. that right there, because he didn't have to do that. You know, he did. You know,
Well, I kind of think he did have to do that. And here's why I think
Mhm.
that. Because Jamie Collins last year, in my opinion, took plays off.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
he played when he wanted to. And when you do that stuff, they were kind of like, hey, Jamie, come over here for a minute. We know you didn't play very well last year. You play when you want to. So can you help me out just a little bit? And let's turn some of this money into,
Mhm.
signing bonus so that you can stay on the team. We don't have to cut your butt.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, they added 3 voidable seasons to the end of that contract, which is very key.
Which is $1 million per year on those voidable years. So that's nothing against the cap. And especially when I think the cap is going to go up. The cap, I don't know if somebody's going to comment on this later, Curt. Do you have something on what the cap is officially now?
It's like 182 million.
182 million. I was just wondering if it was the dessert. Putting it out there to guys, I don't know what the dessert's going to be every day, and so I don't want to ruin it. And that's why I was kind of asking. So.
Now the cap is the cap is around 15 million less than what it was last year, and that's due to the revenue shares being down because of the ticket sales. There's no very little fans in the stands last year, so the revenue streams that they shared to build the cap are down. So that's why the numbers are is down this year. But
we were thinking it was going to be a 185 floor, but it turned into a 182. So that's almost $3 million the Lions are going to be missing out on this year. So I foresee a lot more cuts happening for the Lions.
Yep.
And possible trades, whatever to get rid of
restructures
and
restructures are coming.
Oh yeah.
Some more restructures are coming, trades, like you said, Jim, and it's just going to be one of those things where it's going to be the fact where we're going to have to clear more cap space to get these guys signed and get some free agents in the building, even some of these 1-year prove-it deals until we can get the cap number up next year so we can sign some long-term players.
Unless we plan on signing a slew of undrafted free agents to field this team. We're going to have to put somebody out there.
I hope not.
Suit it up. Start training.
You
have a shot, man.
Right. All I gotta do is get back in shape, get me in the off season, man. I can go out there and be a practice team player.
There you go.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Big Mike in the house.
I'm still putting up about 350, so I can,
throwing that weight around.
Get you see how many you can do on that bench on that 225 reps.
Do that 225 at 33. Slater
get you up to 25 of those reps in there.
All
right. Let's go to comment cards now. I got Bubba Bo first. I feel Mike adds a much needed element to the show. The show gets better every day. Big Mike adding something to the show. Yes, we know that. We knew he was going to. He brings it every single day. And once he gets more comfortable with the 3-man weave here, you know what? It's going to be something else. What do you think about that, Curt?
Yeah, man. Love having my man Mike on the show, man. It's all love right here. Having the brother Mike on the show, that's always good.
See, what people don't realize though is Mike and Curt both very intelligent people. Man, my man Mike, he's almost got a degree in business. He's going to be heading up our HR department, and you know how Curt Steele does, man. He's a graduate of Full Sail University. He's got that degree, and he also is the director of operations here for Detroit Lions on the Prowl. I just want to recognize that those two people are not just co-hosts. They are very intelligent, very much a part of Detroit Lions on the Prowl's inner circle here. So really appreciate both of you. Just wanted to say it publicly. That's all.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have Gallopin Lake 6. I think Galladay can get 9 or 10 million contract, but signing him to a $16 million franchise tag, if I read the reports right, is a bit too much. Man, Kenny Galladay is the best. Now he is the top free agent wide receiver. He gonna get way more than $10 million coming up in this open market.
We'll see, though. I mean, it is a stressed market, but there are teams that do have cap space.
Yep.
There are teams that are built for this.
So, and then there's a team that's about to be on the brink of a Super Bowl who, like Kenny Galladay, puts us over the top. We're gonna find a way to.
I'd love to see him. To be honest, Indy's got a ton of money.
That's a good one right there, Jim. That's a good one.
Yeah, depends. And they have a good offensive line. They can actually protect Carson Wentz. Oh, yeah, they're gonna be something to deal with.
I agree.
Mike, you got
I
the
agree.
next one. I'm sorry, where this thing was written kind of.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Jay Scott. Wow, that's a good name. Jefferson, right. Jefferson almost took Rookie of the Year and was clear number 2 to Chase at LSU. He'd be my first option. I heard Smith weighed under 170. Not sure how much mass you can expect him to gain, although he's clearly talented. Fans don't like hearing it, but Pitts may be the best talent of them all.
It's possible, man. He is a big skill. I swear, Pitts, as I've looked at him, I start to research him. The first time I heard him in tight end, my radar went off like, oh, heck no.
Right, that's mine too.
Big guy that could play the slot. He could play a big slot. He could probably play even a number 2. He's got that speed. He's a mismatch.
He is fast.
Yes, he is for that big.
I don't know how they put him at tight end in Florida, but that dude is a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have not watched a lot, so
you look at his skill set.
He's amazing.
He is a wide receiver. He is fast. He is tall. And he is big. And he can
I have
run.
warmed up to Pitts a lot in the last few weeks because when I first heard about him, I hadn't seen him. So I mean, I apologize to the people in the chat that told me about him, and I'm like, nah, I don't want no tight end. I started watching him, I'm like, he ain't just a tight end, man.
He's not as thick as DK Metcalf, but he sure is fast as DK Metcalf, and about the same as far as height wise.
So y'all think he could be a number 1? Because if he has that size, he has that
big slot though for him.
I like the big slot.
I think that's going to be a mismatch on a third corner.
Oh my goodness! Ooh, what?
Right,
man, that dude.
But if he's a tight end, you put him at tight end with him and Hawkinson on the field at the same time. It's like having another wide receiver the linebacker is going to have to cover.
Right,
one of those two is going to get covered by a linebacker.
That's a mention, and then add in because Hunter Bryant has that similar type of skill set. If you put the 3 tight end set for those guys, and you teach Hunter Bryant how to block, man, good Lord. Let's go.
How fast of a 40 does he run?
I don't think he's been clocked yet, but I don't know. I think he's one of the fastest GPS players that they put out. And I know he's the fastest tight end right now. I mean, hands down, he's the fastest tight end.
And he's from Florida, so
he really looks like a wide receiver.
He looks like he's built like a wide receiver. He kind of reminds you of he's a faster. What's the guy that was at Michigan?
That's unexpected. His 40 time is a 4.53. That's actually a little slow.
Yeah, a little slower than what I was.
But on film, he does not look slow.
Well,
what was Galladay?
Galladay was around that 4.5 mark as well. He wasn't that fast.
He wasn't that fast.
He wasn't that fast. But Jerry Rice wasn't that fast either. I mean, he didn't run a great 40 time.
Yeah.
But on the field, he'd run away from you.
Best player in the draft behind Trevor Lawrence.
Pitts is?
Yep.
A lot of boards, he is.
He's moving up the draft board pretty quickly.
He is real. And I would like to see what's going on with his pick. Yeah. I'd like to see what his pro day numbers are going to be. It's going to be something good.
Yeah, y'all do know though, if they get up on that podium and be like, got this number 7 pick in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select tight end.
Yeah, but that's. I think the term is a little misleading because when he was talked about by Dan Campbell, he called him big skill, and it's almost a new terminology in the NFL now, where we have these really big tight ends that are basically wide receivers. They call them big skill position, and I think that Dan Campbell really likes that.
The Evan Ingram out there in New York, he's similar.
Yep, very similar.
He's really not a tight end. He's really just a big skill player. You can put him out wide. So you can put. Now, I would say Hawkins is more of a prototypical tight end where he has the catch skills where he can block and stuff like that. But those big skill players, those guys are more of wideouts than they are really tight ends.
Yeah, but they're big though, and that's the thing.
Huge.
They're a mismatch.
They're huge and fast, and they are a linebacker's nightmare.
They really are.
And you can't cover. Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
I said you can't cover them with it's hard to cover them with a corner or a safety because it is so big too.
Right. Safeties have no chance unless they
True.
got speed.
True.
But we're getting to the point where corners are getting 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", you know, and safeties are 6'4" sometimes now. Hey, it's crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
Joseph Murdoch says, now we know we're dealing with a smart staff. The draft is looking all the more exciting, eh? Are you from Canada? I just wonder.
Yeah, he's got to be. That's a Canada word.
That's a Canada.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I totally agree with you. I agree this was a smart move not to tag Galladay. Even smarter move not to tag Aquara. So yeah, and the draft, I'm looking forward to all of it, man. I'm looking forward to the formation of this team and see where we're going in the first year of this build. I'm not calling it a rebuild because we ain't build nothing yet. So can't rebuild something that ain't been there.
Right. True.
All right.
Next we have the other Sean Jennings, because the other Sean Jennings is who? Shawnee J on the Die Hard Dan podcast. What up, Shawnee J? All right, Sean Jennings says, are you sure Romeo stats did not go up because Denard left?
Of course they did.
I mean, yeah. I would say this, when they were both there together, actually Romeo's numbers were a little bit better or kind of equal to Kennard. They kind of split those kind of with the sacks.
I think they both
so they were pretty good together.
Right.
So of course Romeo's going to be a little bit better now that Kennard's out there in Arizona.
Well, he ain't up his sacks.
Yeah. Right. And Kennard may be I think he's maybe a cap casualty out there in Arizona. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
He is.
Because JJ Watt's in the building now.
That would be a guy I would look at to bring in. But also we have Julian Aquara in that edge position. So I don't know. I say give the kid a chance. Yeah. We got to play the rookies this time, man. We just have
you got to play the young fellas.
Oh yeah. Brett Holmes gonna do that. He is definitely. All right. So then we got King SJ. And I love these names. Understandable why they didn't tag Galladay or Aquara. Was Galladay well, but I hope he stays out of our division. Me too.
Yeah, going to Green Bay would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh my God. With Devontae Adams, no guarantees, but I agree with Curt that a Aquara chapter is not necessarily closed in Detroit yet. And I believe him because we see they're not from over here. So their family loyalty and ties might be deeper than the pocketbook as America. So their family, I'm not leaving my little brother here, and he didn't really even get to establish himself yet. So that might be a true thing, man. So what do you think, Jim? I see you shaking the head.
Absolutely. We still have a little bit. See what people don't get is, yes, they're set to be free agents, but there are players. We could still negotiate a contract with them before they become free agents because there are guys. They don't have to become a free agent. We can still do a long-term deal that may still be on the table, or we may be saying, hey, okay, we'll just let you see what you can get out there. Galladay's gone. Galladay's gone.
Galladay's
gone. May not be. What do you think, Curt?
Yeah, I believe so. Looking at what his market is, I mean, I understand why we didn't tag him, where his franchise tag would have been about $17 million. But looking at Spot Track's value, fair market value for Romeo Aquara is about 10, 11 million per season. So, I mean, with a signing bonus and it's stretched out over a couple of years, I think we can bring him back to Detroit. I think it would be wise to bring him back to Detroit just because of his skill set. And to have him play along his brother, to have the Aquara bookends would be something that the league hasn't seen. You know, think about this. Think about how a team would be, not saying they're the same skill set as the Bosa brothers, but think about if the Bosa brothers played on the same team or the Watt brothers played on the same team. You know, it'd be something where you can have it where you can have his brother mentor the older Aquara, mentor the younger Aquara. You know, they kind of built similar. Absolutely. He can help him get his body into shape. So I will hopefully could see that happening. I want that to happen in Detroit. I like number 95 in a Honolulu blue.
I agree. You know, they live together. So
yeah, they do.
You know, so I'm sure he's probably already been doing that, man. And just think about the marketing money that can be made by having the Aquara brothers on the team, like the commercials, the money that they would generate from that like kind of how do you say that kind of, you know, plot. You know, hey, we got the Aquara brothers. That's a little marketing thing. The Lions can, you know, they can generate some money.
Some Hungry Howard's pizza deals or something like that.
Gotta do something.
Yeah, gotta do something.
Give him a Ford truck or something. I don't know. Okay, so question of the day is: do you think the Lions should retire Stafford's number, or let someone else worthy take it, like T.J. Hawkinson took Charlie Sanders number 88? Tell us what you think in the comments right below the video right here. And now I'm going to go to my favorite part of the show. It's the Dessert with Curt.
Now, we always talk about inclusion and everything like that on this program, but I wanted to highlight something that happened recently, and it's Jessica Harmony. Okay, she is a pioneering member of the Lions front office.
Yes.
She is the scouting operations manager. So what that is that she helps the scouting departments, do their thing, and she's actually a bridge. She helps Brad Holmes when the players come in. She helps with the onboarding and help with the contract signings and everything like that. And she makes sure she schedules all the scouts when they go out on their trips and everything like that. So all the lodging and everything like that for the Lions. So she helps the scouting department. She manages all those scouts for Brad Holmes. So, and she is one of the only women of color in the NFL to hold that position. And she was profiled by All Lions SI recently on their website. You can go over there and check it out. And she is one of the pioneering members of the league, setting a standard. Sheila Forham is still at it, and she's doing big things in the organization. So go over there and check it out. She's an immigrant from St. Martin. So she's breaking barriers in more ways than one. So amazing. Jessica Harmony is our Dessert with Curt for today.
And I tell you what, man, the Detroit Lions have done a really good job with hiring diversity. They've given women chances that they haven't been given before. Our organization is really doing a great job right now, and I think that we've turned a page in the Detroit Lions history too. I think that all of this together is going to help us win. I really believe that. I think we're going to start winning. I think with this new team, I do. I just totally believe in this system, and hopefully we're going to see that happening within the next 3 years is what I've got going on here. I'm thinking by 2023, we're going to start seeing some, 2023, 2024, something like that. We're including this 1 year on the three. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us today. I want to especially thank Curt Steele. I especially want to thank Mike Jones for being with me here and getting up really early in the morning and doing all this with me. I really appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. Nothing but love, man. But for you guys out there, if today we're going to have that question and answer thing for you guys, the gold members, and I'm so looking forward to that. Hope everybody can show up there and show out. The premiere today will be at 11:30, so check that out, Eastern Standard Time. Be there, share the comments with us, and we would like to be in there and comment with you. Appreciate everybody. Nothing but love from me, Jim, to you guys out there.
Yeah. All right, definitely. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, hey, join the family. Subscribe to the channel. We don't got fans. We don't got viewers. We got family. And it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And go over and check us out on where? BellyUpSports.com. You can find the audio version of this show right there. And you can listen to that audio version on what? Them Skull Candy headphones, player. You can get some great deals in the description below on the links, and a portion of the proceeds from those links go to help us grow this channel. Hey, it is Thursday, man. Guess what? This time next week, we'll be talking free agent signings. Wow, it's coming up really, really fast. Hey, and don't forget to check out the Die Hard Den podcast. Shawnee J are recording tonight. We're going to have some more in-depth discussions on the Kenny Golladay decision not to tag him and some possible free agent signings listed by one Tim Twineman over at DetroitLions.com. So check it out. It's coming out tomorrow. So me and my man Shawnee J going to put it down for you tonight on the Die Hard Den podcast. Hey, you know what you got to do. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man Jim, and Mike right here on Detroit Lions and the Prowl. This is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.